Benjamin Netanyahu loves a good show and tell, and you might have seen this new one from the Israeli Prime Minister. It's not only informative, but it may threaten to unravel an international peace treaty and derail any prospect of a ceasefire in Gaza. Netanyahu is talking about what Israel calls the Philadelphia Corridor. It's essentially the Palestinian side of Gaza's 14-kilometre long, 100-metre wide border with Egypt. Israeli troops took control of the area in May during a Rafah offensive, which caused real concern in Cairo. That's because the 2005 Philadelphia Treaty between Israel and Egypt gave Egyptian and Palestinian officials control over border security and stipulated Israeli troops were not to be there. But Israeli officials say the border is a weapons smuggling hub for armed Palestinian groups.
ציר הרשע צריך את ציר פילדלפי. ומאותה סיבה, אנחנו חייבים לשלוט בציר פילדלפי.
It would mean Israeli forces completely encircling Gaza and potentially interfering with its only link to the outside world, the Rafah crossing. On August 29, Israel's security cabinet voted that any ceasefire or hostage deal must include Israeli control of the Philadelphia Corridor. Israel's defense minister, Yoav Gallant, was the only cabinet member to vote against it and is reported to have said that prioritizing the corridor over the lives of hostages is a moral disgrace. It's important to note that Israel's health ministry says 6 captives were shot dead in Gaza just hours after this vote. When it comes to ceasefire talks, Hamas has made it clear that Israeli troops staying in Gaza is a non-starter. But the Philadelphia Corridor is not the only bit of Gaza Israeli officials want to keep. The army has built a 4-kilometre wide no-go zone right across the strip called the Netsim Corridor. By splitting Gaza in two, the military has easier access for its troops and vehicles, but it can also block the movement of Palestinians between the north and south. Israeli negotiators are insisting on keeping these corridors of power indefinitely, and if Netanyahu is to be believed, Israeli troops are well and truly entrenched and not going anywhere.